We're here in South Korea for the Innovation Forum, working with Korean founders and investors to share more about the great work that Antler's doing all around the world. I've been so impressed with the quality of the founders here, government officials that we've met, and the investors that we've met. It's really apparent that the innovation economy here is thriving, and it's just going to be more and more amazing in the years to come with all the work that's being put in.
이 행사의 취지는 뭐냐면 저희가 전 세계에서 저희 파트너들이 한 곳에 모여서 전략 대회를 하는데 저희 내부의 전략 대회를 끝나는 게 좀 아쉬웠습니다. 그 지역에 있는 스타트업 이코시스템과 저희가 교류를 하면은 그게 얼마나 좀 의미가 있을까라는 이제 아이디어에서 시작을 했고요.
What's so exciting for me is to just come here to get to meet lots of excited founders, to meet our team, and to really ensure that Antler is getting more deeply integrated into Korea, and also that we're helping Korean companies to work globally through our network.
결국에는 저희가 하는 일이 창업자들을 위한 일이고 그다음에 창업자들에게 투자를 하는 일을 저희가 하고 있다 보니까 그 두 가지 축을 다 가지고 글로벌 파운더 워크숍, 글로벌 인베스터 워크숍을 디자인을 했습니다.
Had a blast. I got to do a session speaking with founders who are interested in potentially entering the U.S. market. So I had a lot of fun doing that, answering questions, talking about the U.S. market. I actually think there's a massive opportunity for Korean startups to find ways to successfully enter the market. And, Korea exports its culture very, very successfully across the world, right? And so I don't think there's any reason why it couldn't export its startup technology in the same way.
I was quite positively surprised by the interest in actually exploring what we can do in between Korea and Europe, as well as the knowledge about kind of the European continent, different European markets. Quite great discussions around kind of what kind of companies we back, how we think about founders, how we think about scaling, how we think about expansion, which kind of companies are open for foreign investors, which ones aren't, and also how I would maybe think about which ones to pick if you're a foreign investor and you're looking for good investment opportunities in Europe.
I think the best part is that we can help founders and portfolio companies with different activities as they scale. So obviously in the beginning we're really trying to help them find co-founders and develop great ideas. But as they scale, because we are so global, being now in 6 continents, we can help them establish new offices in new markets, help them get team members that we can help them hire, and of course introduce them to investors not just from that ecosystem but from all over the globe, which I think is a very special value proposition that we can bring to founders.
I think that diversity of where we sit in the world, where our backgrounds and experiences is actually less of a problem, more of a feature. And it actually helps us make decisions because we're each bringing our different opinions and viewpoints to the table. For example, my partner in Singapore, Fadi, may have a different perspective on payments from Asia, whereas I may have a different perspective on go-to-market because of my position in the US. And that, I think, leads to a better answer a lot of the time.
I brought someone here right now because she wanted to start a startup and wasn't sure how, and I said, what do you mean you're not sure? You need to go and meet Antler, right? I used to think that I'm a very early stage investor, and then I met Antler, and you guys are the real early stage investors because you invest before the company even exists, right? I haven't seen a better program than Antler to do exactly that.
I've been attending a lot of startup events in South Korea, but it's kind of a little bit difficult to find out, meeting with the global investor and partners. Here in today, I'm seeing that more than 50 investor partners, especially for Antler. So I think this is a very unique opportunity to come to here, share my experiences and my insight to all the guests here today.
I think the importance of these types of events can't be underestimated. It's a tremendous opportunity to contribute to creating and building networks that make the ecosystem bigger. The great thing with innovation is it's not about sharing a small cake into as big of a piece as possible. It's about building a bigger cake, right? There is no zero-sum game here. The more we support each other, the more interactions happen, the better networks, the more we invest in each other, give each other advice, refer founders, whatever it might be, the larger the entire ecosystem ends up being, and the better all of us are off. And this is obviously what made Silicon Valley such an amazing place, and it's what is now making this amazing startup ecosystem in Seoul growing incredibly fast.
저희가 정말 하고 싶었던 거는 이 행사를 하고 나서 여기에 참석했던 사람들한테 유의미한 메시지가 하나씩은 남았었으면 좋겠다. 레슨 런 혹은 적어도 하나의 네트워크. 저희 전 세계에서 파트너들이 왔잖아요. 그리고 거기서 자기 소개하시고 또 명함도 교환하시고 링크드인으로 연결도 되고 이랬으니까 그 포인트에서 생겨날 수 있는 밸류가 되게 많을 것 같아요. 혹은 이미 사업을 하고 계신 스타트업이 있으시다면 한국 시장의 가능성을 보고 한번 와보셨으면 좋겠다라는 생각하고 있어요. 한국의 시장의 특성이 또 있거든요. 굉장히 빠르게 받아들이는 그런 강점이 있기 때문에 한국으로 오시고 싶다면 굉장히 추천하고 또 많이 빠르게 바뀌고 있으니까 그런 기회들을 다 놓치지 마시고 스타트업을 성장시키는 데 활용하시면 좋겠습니다.
So I want to thank everyone for coming to our Innovation Day. It was incredible to see more than 700 people, founders, investors come and join, the entire Antler leadership that had flown in from all across the globe, and also a bunch of investors joining us from the US, Europe, and other places. It was an incredible day. Yeah.